What's poppin', what's goody? You're listening to By Any Means with your boy Zico Dan alongside my co-host Jumoke, CC Poetry, aka CC, and as I call her, Richie.
By Any Means
podcast.
Yo, welcome back to By Any Means.
You know the vibes.
Hey.
Like we never left, you know the vibe. Trust me, come on. Tell them.
Something like that.
Jumoke's here too, isn't it? You know the vibe, come on, man. I for trouble there.
Let me not say what I was gonna say, cause
don't say nothing.
No, don't worry.
Isn't me?
These
Forever hold your peace. You know them way there.
Anywho, moving on swiftly.
Ready.
Nonsense.
As we mentioned last week, well, it was my birthday, and now we're here to celebrate Mr. One Done. Yes,
Yay.
my Scorpion brother.
Scorpios are trouble, you know. I feel
do
believe
that.
Scorpios are trouble. Maybe next time we can do one about
What, horoscopes?
because
A lot of people don't believe in that, you know, but
I know, true. That's what I'm saying. Maybe a little touch on that. Maybe one episode. See
star
if that.
signs and all of that, they say it's a mad superstition. And they reckon women believe in it more.
Yeah, I suppose so,
Probably.
but then there are some men out there that love a horoscope.
I mean, I know one thing. I mean,
Wait. Can we save this for maybe another?
Yeah,
This is not the topic of the day.
It's an intro, you know what I mean? It's a look of intro, you know what I'm saying?
With that being said, we have to thank everyone for watching, for subscribing, for commenting, for interacting, giving us
Feedback, positive or other. Any criticism is welcome. Like, we're happy to hear your views. If you have, if people have given us suggestions on certain topics, and yeah, you know what, everything's welcome.
Yeah, I want to hear what you guys actually think in regards to like what's out there. There's certain topics that we've spoken about, and we're like, do people want to hear about our opinion on that, or what is? Some topics are overly spoken about, and some ones are not. So feel free to send us the taboo ones. We could try them out and see how we go with that
We love
one.
a bit of taboo.
More taboo, yeah, man. You get me? More taboo.
Yeah.
Like me, I say.
I wonder why.
But I like that. Listen, I don't even like talking about mediocre things anyway. I might like to go against the grain. You get me? Against the grain. You lot should know what that means. If you don't, it means to go up against everything. You know what I'm saying? And just be the realest you. Yeah. Because them can't stop me.
Yeah, cool.
Well, on that note, you can find us on byanymeans.theofficialpodcast on Instagram, or By Any Means Podcast with the number 6 on TikTok, or just plain By Any Means on Facebook.
Yes, indeed. So, topic. Who's gonna give us a topic for today?
Mr. One Done. Go
Okay.
ahead. The floor is yours.
Should we hash out today? You know what? Yeah, the 50 Cent thing with his son. We're going to chat about that. Yeah. Let's deal with that one.
In what
What
regards?
aspect?
Yeah. By the way, how's treating his son?
Nah.
Idiot.
Look at her face. She has enough to say already.
I wouldn't even start it off like that, because
Where would you start it off?
I'd start off as father, son, respect first of all. You understand? Understand yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, and where you're coming from, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose, regardless of how you feel, they are still your parents, innit? So you're
Exactly.
still supposed to have a level of respect.
Coming from our community, especially, we understand how to run.
Yeah.
You understand?
However,
I want to hear that word.
50
Go on.
in like
Curtis.
some things that I have read. Right, obviously you don't know the ins and outs. We'll never know the ins and outs. But some things that I have read in regards to, like, with his son taking pictures with his rivals, and he has, like, so basically
It was
he's just
one
being
picture.
he's just being petty and saying, well, do you know what, I ain't going to entertain you because of you done XYZ. Like,
20 years ago,
no,
by the
What do you think that was? Clout chasing? What do you think the son is trying to like antagonize?
So
he's trying
'Cause he
to
understands
be
how his dad
heard.
is.
That's what he wants. It's attention.
So
and
that
if you're not giving him the attention, he's going to keep lashing out until he gets some.
So just so
So
you know,
what,
that
he
picture
wants
was
to be
taken.
noticed?
That picture was taken years ago. Just so you know, to put a disclaimer on there. I'm not saying like I actually was there, but yeah, it was taken years ago. And based on and based on the information that his son has put out, whether or not it's right, whether or not it's the truth or not, we will probably never know the truth anyway, right? Is that he didn't know who the child, because the person who shot 50 Cent is in jail currently. Yeah. It's not the person, it's the person's son. So he didn't know the person was, you know, as a celebrity child, you know, you're gonna have random people, hey, you'll take a picture of her. And in his head, that was like, okay, this person will take a picture, boom, took a picture. Then it got on social media and he found out who the person was. Even so, with that being said, when the person was like messaging back and forth with him, it seemed like, based on the messages, that the person actually knows 50's family. So I don't know how close they actually are in regards to knowing his baby mother and stuff like that. He was saying something about your mum this and da-da-da, and we were cool and da-da-da. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know how true that is neither, but you can't be mad at the person if he's known the guy, if that's the case, and if he's been brought up around him, if his mother's brought him up around him, you know, I don't know. But yeah, that's about in regards to that picture.
It looked like clout chasing to me, bro. Like
Who?
any
The picture?
little thing, yeah, just any little thing, bro. For his
Who was clout chasing?
It's madness, bro.
What Marcus?
The son, yeah.
Clout chasing his dad. That was years ago though, that picture. I don't think it was Instagram era, was it? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Either way, that child is his twin, yeah, looks exactly like you, Curtis, yeah. And if I was you, Marcus, do a movie and be your father in it. If you want to be petty, because your dad's clearly petty, and he's not petty with that. He's petty with other things. We've seen it. We have seen it. That's his character. So, if someone says, "Oh, his son's being petty," the apple don't fall far from the tree, as they would say.
But they're both the same. They're both the same. They love the controversy, rap. That's what it is. And one's using it for attention from the other. Basically.
So how, as a father, how do you feel about, okay, if your son's done something, or children, if your child has done something to you, because we don't know exactly what he's actually done to his father, would you basically be at like disowning your child, or what level, you know, like Sabrina said, like respect is too far against the respect for you to kind of like wash your hands over your child?
Let's get it right. I always love them, yeah? Like, I need to kill your inside set, your own child's dealing with you like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I for sure some type of, I don't know, he's just showing him something. Do you know what I mean? So he can learn. He ain't gonna give in to him.
Show him what?
He's showing him a thing. You get me?
What's the thing? He's in his 20s. What's he gonna learn?
That's how we do it, blood.
What's he gonna learn?
That's how we do it. I tell you, blood. Tough love, innit, for boys when they need
tough
to learn.
love.
When they need to learn it.
When you need to learn. So
Yeah,
what happened to...
He's had the tough love growing up. Because
Yeah.
from the moment...
How about maybe he wants his dad to just give him a hug?
Maybe.
You know?
But how'd you go about it?
Yeah, because even
Maybe
he was
unblock
saying...
him firstly, Curtis.
How'd you go about it, bro?
You, like you know him.
I'm not calling you 50 Cent. I'll call you Curtis. Yeah.
You know him as 50 Cent. We don't know him.
I don't care, Curtis.
50 Cent.
If you're gonna be
50,
dealing with your child
well,
like that, your name is called Curtis. Mr.
You're
Jackson.
trying to address my man like
Mr. Jackson.
like, what's this? You try to address my man like you know him and that.
It's what it is, man. I don't like seeing things like this, honestly.
No,
Especially when in our community, it doesn't service. It doesn't help for seeing other people looking at us today, see how we treat our kids, our wives, or whatever. It's not good. You don't really see that in other cultures. So
Well, sometimes you do.
show me that the white man culture, man. Show me.
But there's
They're
a lot.
discipline everybody culture.
Yeah.
They do it.
That's not
parent in
discipline
different
though.
ways.
No, I'm talking about pettiness.
Yeah, but people parent
Where
in
you see
different ways.
pettiness in,
People parent in different ways.
it's very true.
Very much true. in
Very
every
true.
Different ways. So you can't say him wrong in what he's doing. It's his
But-
method.
But
I guess.
then,
Ain't gonna
because
work.
of all he wants to do is have a sit down with his dad. That is all he wants to do, which is why he said, I will give you the 6,700 just to sit down with you.
She remembers the amount.
But bro,
Where's that picture?
Like, and what was his response? Like, did you see his response? He
What?
put down $100 bill. Was it $100 bills or whatever? Like, and made the word broke,
yeah.
and then uploaded that. Like, how petty can one be?
He's got too much time. I know you got some business somewhere. I don't know if I'm still doing G Unit.
Busy, bro. Trust me. Man's busy, bro.
No, he's got a bit of time still because
he must have time because nobody has time to do that.
He's got a bit of time because did he do it himself?
That'll take 2 seconds.
Wait, hold on. That's not 2 seconds.
2 seconds. What?
2 seconds.
20 grand.
You can't just do it. It doesn't take 2 seconds.
Let them know so them broke and
if he's that busy, you think he'll be on the floor, okay, positioning it, making sure it's straight,
and then taking picture,
making sure the angle's right. Come on, that's a bit more than that.
Make you know, say, from today, me make any of my son them know say, you see if you can't deal with me right as a father, I may expect it. When I not a joke thing, I expect it because some me grow too. As big as me is, me have to respect my father. I say affy, and he never told me some affy. You see me? I just saw me grow. You see me? You have to respect your elders, and when your parents, like I say, run. In the business that where we have, me and you can't have nothing. You're my pitney. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let's flip it to the other side because that's one aspect of everything, right? So, based on certain people I've spoken to who are 50 Cent fans, I'm not 50 Cent fan, but I don't like how certain people deal with their child, wife, ex, whatever. When they deal with them differently, I don't like them. I don't like their character. Anyway, so from what other people have been saying is that his child's mother, I don't like the term baby mother, has poisoned him against him. She's petty and so forth and so forth. So they say that he basically poisoned against him again. So in that respect, like, what's your thoughts on that?
So what happened? That's what I'm trying to find out. What happened?
What happened
from when Daddy used to take him and go with him and
because I've seen plenty of people say he's taken everywhere. He used to do things with him. They were tight, whether they were tight or not, but they were close.
But
maybe she happened and stopped the,
because there are some women out there that are like that in the fame industry and not.
No, she never get where she want, man, more money.
Because there are some.
So why didn't he take him full time? Like Ludacris has done with his kids. I don't think they've done that.
Maybe she.
When you have work like that, when you have to do them.
The same way how a woman has full custody. And she can be up and down, who has nannies and a people around, a community. Well, don't give it. It's either you do it or you don't do it.
But then it depends on
He's got
whether
money,
or not.
Obviously, come on.
It depends on whether or not, because sometimes you go to the courts and then the courts will hand custody over to the mother.
Well, then that's the thing. What was the case in that perspective? We don't know whether or not if they're joint or full. And if she gets full, that tells you quite a bit of what you need to know about the father.
Well, not necessarily, because there are some cases where the woman will still get granted full custody and the man has literally done nothing wrong.
That's it could be down to regular people, not people that have money.
It depends, because we don't know the ins and outs of what happened in that court case.
Because when you have money, that money goes far.
But then you can't pay off a judge. Because then he will get done.
It's not about paying off the judge, it's about showing who has the means to provide for the child. So for instance, let's say if his child's mother at that time, this was like 20-something years ago, didn't have no job, no this, no that, and he has all the means to say, okay, I can provide the nanny, I can do best schooling, shelter, do you think the judge gonna say no? Not gonna get no custody at all?
Well, as long as 50 was paying his way.
Yeah.
And that's probably where the 6,700 came into it.
Enough people interview him said 6,700 is a whole heap of money for one child. Right? When they done put clothes down and food and they had it all up and ready, and they even added more to it.
And remember, in them days, we didn't have inflation and all that sort of stuff. No, so that was more than enough for the cost of living.
So basically, from what I know, he was giving his child's mother a certain amount. This was before court. He didn't have
she was getting 1.3 million.
Hold on. That's what. Hold on.
So she got.
Can I land? Can I land?
Go on.
So he was giving her a certain amount of money. So that leads me to believe that he didn't do the whole courts business. Nothing.
No,
there was nothing like that in between. Obviously, somewhere down the line, the communication, the animosity between them broke down clearly, right? And he went court. He was like, "Hold on, judge. Based on what I get, how much am I supposed to give?" He gave her money. Cool. That's what she's entitled to. I believe that's what she's entitled to. Yeah? But what I'm trying to figure out is where the communication between his son and him broke down. because you have the money and the means. Okay, you see,
but it's
let's
not
say
all about the money.
hear
That's the
this.
thing.
Hear what I'm
It's
saying.
not all about
so
that.
you don't. So you know, yeah. You said you're on the road or whatever. You don't see. You see your child less and less and less. You speak to him less and less and less. Anytime he comes to you, he's moving a certain type of way. He's actually changing. So you have the means to make sure that psychiatrists, therapists, other things that are around in place to help them. What do you mean none of that? But you're talking from a person that doesn't have it.
May I say, wait, no. What I not agree with is, because I don't know, I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, none of us were.
None of us was there. So I don't know if he wasn't calling his son and for X amount of time not seeing him for 2 years, like they said, and not coming to birthdays, graduation, and all this. I don't know. You know what I mean? We don't know how much of that is true. You know what I mean? We just go for a year. But that alone can make a child feel a way. Is what I say?
It can.
And create their own resentment for you and that kind of thing. Plus, the mother go back where you feel and probably add like fuel to it.
Yeah.
Is what I say? So with the two of them feeling like that now, this is where it stems from.
But what I'm trying to say is that if you can,
if it's true, say he was neglecting him.
Let's say it's gone your ways, you know, whatever. But then you would see a change if you're not around. When your child is eventually around you, you're going to see a change in their behaviour and their attitude towards you. But that's what I'm saying. If it is the way you said, and he's seeing this, he just ignored the hell of it out of it for go away. Instead of you putting your money where you're towards sorting shit out between your child. I know black people don't like to go to therapists and whatever, but
alright, back to why I said people people parent in different ways. Yeah, your parents will do that kind of thing. Don't see them children work very hard, corporate business, blah blah. It's always an anything. Come home, dad can't even kiss a pin on the head, eat a little quick meal, and straight to bed, right? Because he's got to do the same for the morning. This is them life. They hardly see their parents. Is what I say. So. And you got people who show tough love, like I said, yo, and man up them son and don't ever, not arguing and, you know, so it's different strategy to how you raise certain boy people. You know what I'm saying? So it's different parents in that, you see me? So, and I mean, say man, I love him, I'm rare, but he couldn't see him because he worked hard.
Yeah, but
it's effed, I don't know. And do they want the money that they're arguing for?
No.
How's man gonna bring it in? How's man gonna bring it in?
No. I don't
for the lifestyle that he wants.
I don't think the child is.
And I just for that, you know, in a daddy lifestyle.
The child is saying that for one, that wasn't enough for the lifestyle that he was entitled to.
Which entitled to that? You go to private school and live big life.
Well, did he go to private school?
Yes, he was.
Okay,
he was,
cool.
And he didn't grow up like normal kids in the black community.
And
okay, cool.
the other thing that he's saying is that he will give that to him. He will give him back 6,700 so that he can have a sit down and just 5 minutes of his time.
Yeah, but you see how full art melt now. But on now clap the disrespect. Where him build up with him mother and whosoever else will lash out against him.
But this is the
a man like
but
that.
what I'm trying to say is, if you're seeing something like that happening, you're going to just sit back.
But I'm pretty sure that over the years he must have seen some sort of
what I'm saying.
Some sort of triggers to for it to end up in this state.
It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes time for this. And again, even if we go to his child's mother, obviously, well, they were at some point they were called. At some point, but
you know, if you're
big man,
traumas of childhood into your adulthood. So obviously, if there's something that hasn't been resolved from when you was a youth, then it's going to be 10 times harder when you reach your 19, 20, 21, 22 and so forth.
And especially if you see your father dealing with your younger siblings
in a certain way. Yeah,
that's going to be a big trigger. Because after that, he posts up with his, I don't know what his child's name is.
I can't tell you nothing, bro.
He posted up with his younger son. I don't know what his name is, but I'm like going on a jet. Like, come on. Because at the end of the day, what will happen if your son decides to take his life? What are you going to do? R.I.P. And you could have done more. When so much. The thing is as well, remember we talk about mental health. Some people overlook it. A lot of people overlook it when it comes to males. They reach out in different ways, and some people overlook it. So. Do you know what I mean? So be careful, man.
Some people do them things, but like Ewa is some way stronger. You know? Because enough people have come to that point. At the point where they felt like they couldn't go any further than this. You know what I mean? And have thought about it and everything. And then just surpass it.
Yeah.
How they dig deep. Isn't it? You have to.
But like Junko was saying, obviously something must have happened between him and the woman. However,
The woman.
like,
The mother.
yes,
The child's mother. Let's put some respect on that. Let's put some respect on birthing children around here, people.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Like, but
So what
because
are you
there's some women that do because they don't get their way. They will they will say certain stuff to the child and get the child involved when really and truly when it comes down to big people, don't be bringing in the youth.
Poison.
Yeah,
That's true. And again, that is trauma. That is certain things that has been resolved, and that's for us because we're adults, but we do things for certain people to sit down and say, do you know what? I don't want that to happen.
and then
It takes a lot for someone to do that. No,
If
honestly,
you
it
as
does.
a woman are saying, you
It
know,
takes a lot.
daddy is this, daddy is that, daddy
But it
is
comes
this,
from a
but then you're not
mentality.
hearing daddy's perspective on it, then you're gonna start taking the mother's word.
One-sided,
Yeah.
That's why hopefully if daddy's involved,
But more times,
Wait,
don't
wait,
get that
if
option.
daddy's involved, that wouldn't go that way.
Look, if you're that woman vex at daddy, yeah.
Sorry, I am a woman.
Daddy got a new partner as well, because I saw a story like that the other day. A woman was fully vexed, was getting 1,000 for both. Like, wait, no, it's one child. Or is it
But
two?
wait, what transpired between him
Oh, yeah, it was mad.
and the woman? You have to figure out what transpires.
But what does it matter, bro?
It
No,
doesn't.
You're over.
It doesn't
doesn't.
matter
It doesn't.
because at the
It
end of
don't
the day,
matter.
it doesn't
What
matter.
matters
It's like-
is getting your head
What I'm
right and understand
saying,
you're
yes,
both two
and what I'm
adults with a
trying to
child
say
in the
is,
middle.
the term
that's
being
the
an
only
adult,
priority.
the term you're saying being an adult,
I hear
you
what-
have feelings
no,
all day.
no,
You can't. Sometimes
no.
your feet.
I'm gonna-
Yes,
I'm
I
so
hear what you're
sorry, I'm
saying.
gonna stop you
I hear
right
what you're
there.
saying.
Because you're over. You
Yes.
chose to break part because you could say
Yeah.
it wasn't healthy and it weren't working,
Yeah.
and that is why you came to
That's
the
what
decision.
happens. Sometimes people choose.
What?
No,
That don't always
but
happen that way, though.
when you then start to bring your own personal
coming out of it with
feelings
Yeah, you're coming-
into
Yes, and women lead with feelings, and it's hard. That's what I'm trying to say. There should be things
But it's
out
not
there.
about that one child, but
There
the
should
child.
be things out there in place for when things break down between the partner or
'Cause this is
father,
why the child
whatever,
has
and
a
a woman.
mental
This
problem
is,
and
yeah,
should
it's
be.
about it's about the child at the end of the day.
Yes,
so
it
you
is.
put your own personal feelings
That is not
aside.
easy. I'm being real. That's easier said than done. Come on now.
not-
There's been so many times you could say that, and it's so
But
easier
you
said
know
than
that
done.
damage
here's
children.
a
No. I'm just saying
Pass
it's
I'm
enough
gonna use
your-
It's
this as a
realistic.
prime example.
It's
yeah?
realistic. Easier than done.
I know that, but you have to do it in the child's eyes. You cannot show those
Yes,
things.
okay, and that sometimes for some women
This is
takes
how you keep
time.
them innocent, right?
For some women who it takes time, and hopefully there's a lot of women that have a good structure or good community. If they don't have that around them, if they have people that are like-minded, it's going to be very difficult.
I'm gonna use this
Just
as a
saying.
prime example, yeah, because of obviously when things went to pot with me and my child's biological father, the one thing I did say to him was, you know, I don't care what's happened between me and you, but our youth comes first. It's simple as that. So
That's child, if anyone don't know what that means. Even when we say picnic, it means child, yeah? Picnic, youth, child. Same way.
yeah, so put aside anything that you might have towards me because of, I don't business about that. When I phone you, I'm going to phone you just for him. Like, so I don't want to be hearing what you did, but the no. It's about him and
that's
him
what
only.
I like about mums that are willing to
And
put the foolishness to one side because
that
that
is-
don't have nothing to
that
do
is
with
that is
the fact
that is
man wants to be in their child's life.
that
like,
is
what?
that is a very good standpoint, and that's how it should be. But I'm just coming from a point how sometimes, depending on whatever situation you've gone through, it might not transpire. That's all I'm saying. I'm being realistic. There's no okay, put your feelings aside. You put your feelings aside. Sometimes, for instance, for me personally, yeah.
What?
Let me know. Hold on. For me
Go on,
personally,
go
yeah.
on, go on, go on.
I can put my feelings to the side, but I might take some sly digs at you. And that's just me.
Take
I have
them
to.
without the
Wait,
child
hold on,
seeing
stop.
Yeah.
No.
Without
You do that.
without the
I'm
child
not saying-
seeing
I'm
or,
not
or
saying-
hearing.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm not saying the child may hear, but you're gonna hear it,
May hear.
or the guy's gonna hear it.
Yeah, but
and then
that's
we're gonna have
different.
animosity between us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Do you know what I'm
different
saying?
because of what happens between the adults
We don't
stays
mind
with
that.
the adults.
Yes. If I
well.
text my phone, the child not gonna know. Say I text me some horrible things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I have to hear that.
You might hear it on the phone when
But when you're in the car, the picnic buckle in the car seat back there, whatever.
well then, certain.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One person and
Let's
talk
say,
to you,
but like I said, it depends. Imagine if you're on the phone, you're like, "Oh, you're gonna come pick him up at 10 o'clock," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come pick him up at 10 o'clock." And you don't come.
No,
Well,
but
then
you're
you
not
leave-
letting him see the picnic.
Yeah, but
Remember,
what
at
you
this
do-
point, you're not even letting him see
No,
the picnic.
why would I not do
Because
that?
you're withholding. You're withholding.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be the
'Cause
weekend.
that's what-
I'll be the weekend parent. You can take it full time, Monday to Friday. See how easy it is. Foolishness.
No, but the fact is that is the leverage because you're not getting what you want. So
Yeah.
you're not letting him see
So
his job.
yeah.
If you say so, I wouldn't do that anyway. But anyway, that's a whole
But
different
then,
level. I'm just coming from a point.
but
I'm coming
then
from a different
that's what
aspect
they're
from you two.
saying. That's
all.
what's saying. That's what they're saying. That 50 cents baby mother
Woo!
has done.
Like, oh, there's that BM word. He's like, oh, child, now. Don't go there with that one, now.
Again, that word. Do other ethnicities use that word, people?
I
Please let me
understand
know.
where you're coming from, but it is a baby's mother. It's a baby mother.
Again,
Do you know
does
what I'm
other
saying?
ethnicities use that word? Please let me know.
They say the mother of my child,
There you go. Respect on the name. Yeah?
but our lingo don't
Nine,
speak like
10
that.
months.
That's not
Respect on the name.
Our twang. Our
Well,
tongue
you best
is not our tongue.
put her some
To
respect
talk like
on her
that.
name, yeah? Your child's mother.
But I
That's
don't
too long to
understand.
say, man.
No,
I'm
it's
just
not.
saying.
Baby's
Just
mother.
like your mother.
My
Just like
baby's
your
mother.
mother.
It's
No,
the same
your
thing.
child's mother. Respect on her name.
You just think it's some rude guy. It's been just
It's-
used like nothing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It is.
Daily
It's not.
life.
It's not using a positive light, is it?
It's just like something coming out of a certain man's mouth.
Well,
Being
anyway,
mother.
that's another
Mm.
topic in itself.
in
Yeah.
itself, alright. Yeah.
Yes, child's mother. That's what I'm gonna call you. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, and I fully understand. I feel that it should always be that way. It's just not realistic. It doesn't happen all the time.
I suppose there's something that
Like maybe you are
it
more
depends on the individuals.
definitely, and the people around you. Obviously, you're a lot stronger. You've been through certain things in regards to life while you are how you are. That doesn't always happen to other people, though, innit? So
But what I was going to ask you is, what are you not
upsetting.
getting that you're still, regardless? I don't. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, it's because it's very you. It's very you to lead fully with
your emotions.
feelings and your emotions. Yeah, and you can't let go of it.
it's not just feelings and emotions, okay? Anyway,
So I know you're coming from a personal standpoint. I know this. You understand?
are you not too?
No, you're supposed to let go for that.
Wait.
I'm
In regards to
biased.
your opinion.
Not really. It's not really. It's just politically correct.
You don't have no heart. Anyway. Politically correct. I'm not. We don't want it. People don't want to hear politically correct. They hear that all the time with the
Wow.
whole. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear your
There's a lack of
thoughts.
freedom of speech. You see, that's what I'm saying.
Anywho,
Alright, according to some research, it says that earlier this year, 50 appeared on Breakfast Club and dismissed Marquis's request for a face-to-face meeting, which came after his estranged son complained that the rapper's $6,700 a month child support payments weren't enough to sustain his New York City lifestyle.
The rent and the X amount out flossing.
It then goes on to saying the G-Unit boss suggested his son's desire for a sit-down, which came during an interview with TMZ. Was,
TMZ.
Yeah.
You say Z in UK, just so you know.
Was distinguished after the 26-year-old was simply looking for attention.
Look, and
For
you
you to
lot,
be 20
and you
something
lot keep falling
looking
back
for.
on that bit. Oh, he just wants attention. Bro, so if I want
But
attention,
how do you know? You're different,
when I,
though.
when, look, yeah, when,
Your
when-
upbringing with your dad
when
is
When I
different.
say things to people, alright, if I had a conversation with you, Richie, about shit that I felt like was unresolved with me and my father, yeah, you're gonna tell me.
Yes, Junior.
You're just gonna tell me to go talk to him. Just talk to him.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Get it out.
for it to get to this point where 50 didn't want to chat to man no more, you must know it hurts, bro. It cuts deep. Cause he ain't petty just like that, bro. It hurts, bro. It's something.
For 50
bruv, my
or
son,
for Junior?
my son, I deal with me, sir,
Nah, son.
bro.
Yeah, but
My own.
But
picnic.
then it's down to you to be the adult
The
I'm
parents, 'cause
saying-
they're both
Well,
adults now.
You know what? Me
Yeah.
use what Jamaica
Alright,
just
alright.
saying that.
But I'm talking about like
Don't use
over
my
the
words.
years.
Yeah, I am.
Over the
Don't
years.
use my words.
Can you just say it's not
No.
easy to let go for your feelings, though?
Don't
So
use
maybe
my
50
words.
feel like this hurts, blood, to the core.
Okay, so you
So what? He's
you're
holding,
a child. It's
he's
just
holding
from
the
your
grudge,
life.
yeah? He's holding the grudge,
it
yeah?
hurts.
Yes. Holding a grudge from people
How
of
dare
your...
you, bruv.
Hold on. Holding a grudge from your peers is different than holding a grudge from a child.
He's not a child, he's a 25-year-old.
He's
Yeah,
a child.
He's an adult now.
I can see him
but-
as child based on my age. He's
Yeah,
a
damn
little
child.
boy to me. What do you mean?
He's running off his mouth and carrying on.
He's a child still. He's still a child. Anyone that's
I'll tell
over
you one
30,
thing.
30, yeah, that's a child. There's a big age gap.
Yo,
Your child
a
doesn't-
Jamaica me, but you know, bro, tough love a real thing, you know, dog.
And how's that
we
working
just
for you?
ragamuffin, but we're just real to the
How's that
to the point,
how's
bro.
that working
We
for
raise
you?
the children real. I mean, I already do it over here, but we raise them real, them see everything, rare. It's a massive. And
Wait, what's fair?
these kids are just too fucking soft. Sorry for my language, I just had to do it because I was vexed. What you want to say, bro? Because you got, they got brag and boast, say your father was doing this, that, and the other for you, and you were living the lavish life. You are actually just upset. I feel like you're upset, dog. You might want to be around your dad, but you are also upset. So you cannot live your lavish lifestyle. New York him live, right? Rent is sky high, bro. The way him friend them dress and this and that. Your dad ain't gonna give you the money to live your life, bro. So go do something
But
else.
at his age, I
Find
mean,
a talent.
that's why I said, listen. His name Marcus,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, bro.
Yeah.
No.
Go and start a show just like your father.
Find a talent, bro.
Be him in the show. Make money off his likelihood. Simple.
Dog,
Done.
some youths are
Yeah.
too lazy nowadays, dog. Like that with them.
Be a 50 Cent impersonator. There you go.
I think it's...
A true story of the life I live. Simple.
Yeah, go make her something off of your father then, if anything. Something that, you know, yeah. Go do something with it, with the story.
Well, we don't technically, we don't know what
maybe
he's...
that's what he's trying
But
to
we
do.
don't know what he's actually doing, to be
Bring
fair.
his dad out
We
and-
don't
and
know
try
what
and
he's
He could,
doing.
he
money.
could be working.
That's what he's
Well,
trying
I
to do
don't know.
now.
We don't know.
Make peace off of him. Bro, it's fuck.
Yeah, well, I'll be
Fuck.
doing that too.
You have your own children. You have your own children that come back to stitch you up, bro. Me, I tell you the truth.
And then we're like, this is... I don't want to say the rest of the song, but yeah. 'Cause we don't...
Bro, no.
How we do.
Listen, don't make 50 Cent come for us, you know. Listen, Curtis. We like you really. We like you really.
I've been on this side the whole way. So I slept like that.
Yeah, because he used to proper roll with MG Unit, wear the t-shirt, everything, 50 Cent.
Yeah, bro. Sweat.
I used to actually think that you was a huge fan. Like, back
That's
in
what
the
he
day.
was. He had the clothes and
Yeah, you should be in our art classes. You always had the CDs
he thought he was
all
part,
there ready.
he thought he was part of G Unit.
It's like, oh sir, can I put on my CD, my new
50,
CD?
Bentley. That's what he thought.
Me and my dog, man.
He thought you was part of the G Unit crew. That's why he's been nice. That's why he's been nice to you. Otherwise he would have cussed you a long time.
You know what? I don't think he does. It's because you're a man. That's why.
Oh yeah, that
50,
too.
I've always been there, bro. I've always been there.
He's just trying to get free merch.
from many men and everything. Like, I was,
Many men.
yeah, bro, you get me? God, that was the biggest tune of Jamaica. That the gunman them loved that one day. Yeah, bro, many men.
I wonder why.
You ain't a gunman. You're a good person.
Man, I'm a gunman now.
Yeah, good. So, Miss CC Poetry, is it your time to shine?
I guess so.
So, with the conclusion, the youth spoiled.
We'll come back after.
Your mother broke him back to act feminine. I want man money. No one got to work for himself. You're a big 25-year-old. You're what listener ass. Stop.
He's
Well,
25.
you don't. He's 26.
26. Leave,
Oh.
leave your father alone. You know how your father have to work, he might get shot 9 times. Brother, you know how much things
Listen,
the man got
hold
to-
on.
That
The
man
Hold
got-
on.
Wow.
Have you ever been shot in your jaw,
Wow.
corner? Eh?
But why was he shot in the first place?
Well, I feel the lifestyle where I live.
Oh,
in
right.
the Bronx.
Children.
That's another
we
story.
are
Already.
going off topic.
Wait, this
for
girl
one.
said children.
I-
Her birthday was last week.
But anyway, you know the vibe, man. You know the vibe, yeah? Entitled children these days. But them actually big people nowadays, but them still want your things.
That could be another topic though for in regards to what you class as entitlement as a child. But anyway, CC Poetry, take the floor.
Okay, I don't know if this is a bit biased, but we'll see what you lot think. The lies, the deceitfulness, sneaking around, trying to be discreet. But you got caught, there's nowhere to run. It's the end of the line, your actions can't be undone. Treating these women like their thoughts do not matter. The award goes to the world's greatest actor. They believed every word, they fell for your ball. They followed your lead, a path which led to their downfall. Breeding every female like an animal in the wild, a predator waiting to pounce, abandoning your child. Like a grizzly bear or a bug that can't be squashed. Please don't leave me single. Hell no, be careful what you wished for. 1 child, 2 children, 3 children, 4. The numbers are rising and I bet you're still having more. A con artist, a sweet talker, an accident waiting to happen, a streetwalker. Karma is a bitch, a female who gets her way. She's coming for you, there's nothing you can say. You won't expect it, you won't see it, approaching slowly and attacking savagely. Enjoy the life you live, keep doing what you're doing. It's not the women you are disappointing, it's the children that you're screwing.
Yeah, I think you should change that last.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, when I heard the 1, 2, 3 more kids, I thought about Nick Cannon because
Nick Cannon, yeah, is literally doing what the Bible says.
what, be fruitful and multiply?
Yeah, bro, man.
I remember
I'm sure when he's dead and gone, and he's made all the money to do it as well. Generational
That's
wealth,
how you used to be when you're younger. I remember you saying something like that,
Yeah.
being fruitful and multiplying.
This
What happened?
This one wanted a whole football team of kids.
12. You want subs?
I've only got 5.
Did you want subs? Okay, you see, chase me.
I'm only 12.
Oh, no, with no subs, so that's not good, is it?
I'm only 12. From when I was in high school, I knew that. I mean, I should be. I haven't got the time to be doing that.
How money is rising, I don't think you got the funds to do that.
Right?
I kind of need to get to work, you know what I mean? So yeah, I need to focus more on what I'm doing. Yeah, man.
Apparently, Mr. Cannon has the means.
Yeah, I used to keep doing that. Like,
Feel free to share it amongst the world, yeah? There's other countries. Not saying I'm involved in that nonsense.
Go get a wife in Africa or Mrs.
Why not?
Yeah, one. You want
He wants to spread.
In fact, he should have done that, innit? Like, that's what I said I was going to do. One in every
In
corner.
different areas, cool.
One in every corner of the world. Because...
In every corner of the world, did you say?
Yes, Mr.
Because,
Cannon.
look, yeah, God, yo, the Almighty, the Creator, put man on the earth, yeah, for sow them seed that this is how we get more human beings on the planet, isn't it? For do God work.
That sounds like a poem in itself.
Make sure you tag Cannon in this one.
I have to listen to that one back, and
Like,
yeah.
the man and the woman is important, isn't it? Star seed and man, yo, the portal of life will bring forth the baby from the spirit realm into the real world.
I think you two could be friends in real life. So you might want to tag him so you can, you know.
But as I say, sex is a spiritual act. It's a serious thing, isn't it?
Well,
Whoa,
there's I suppose we've had like a number of different topics in this one section.
Got to jump back on them again.
Yeah.
Congrats to your newest child, Nick.
Yeah, right.
Look at you with all these first names.
Ain't it, man? I swear she knows them. Look at your number, you know. Swear down. You look like that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So
Big up yourself.
what is our conclusion of today?
Oof.
Like, is it due to entitlement? Like Mr. One Done said earlier.
When you're on listening to everybody's point of view, would you?
So, based on everything into account, if the mother poisoned the child against the father, and maybe if that didn't happen, and blah blah.
Go on.
And maybe if that didn't happen, all I have to say is life is too short. So, in regards to anything that's happened, I feel that, you know, they have the means. When I say the means, the money to sort this out. There's other communities, other people that don't have that. To be the mediator, whatever. That's your child, that's your father. If you really want to sort it out, you'll sort it out. You have the means. Like, you know, life's too short. He could die tomorrow, your father could die tomorrow, anyone could die tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? You just don't know when it's your time, so just sort it out while the person's alive. Simple.
That's true.
Why are you laughing for?
Because you know what, we're all in different headspaces in the world, yeah.
Not
For
everyone
you,
dies,
we
man.
are. Imagine sitting in a 50 house in your pool and you see them attack boy your son on TV. You see me? And you're just in your pool. The man took a picture of him in the pool and them on the TV same time and post it. Look how much of them say, this is the life you lot are balling about. You want to be around me.
Yeah, but he's not thinking like, come on, people die all the time. He's not thinking, like you said, as an adult, you're supposed to put your feelings to the side, right?
Mm.
So his son is an adult. Try and put your I don't know about feelings, but try and put whatever animosity you have to the side, which seems like he's trying to do.
The means are the least.
Him as a father, okay, yes, he may be poisoned by the mother of my child, blah blah. Life's too short. Your child could go out the road and get killed tomorrow. What are you gonna do? R.I.P. him?
At least just like approach him in some sort of way, so that he can actually hear your side.
The other thing is, men are stubborn.
Go continue.
Men are stubborn.
Yeah. I've started to realise that.
That's the other thing. The other thing
to throw something at you.
And the both of them. I don't know if you realise, he's what do you call it? Emulated him father. Him is like him. He's
I said they're twins, isn't it? They're
just
twins.
Like him and rare. And
that's why they should get along eventually.
They're both doing
eventually.
it.
Side by side.
But the only difference is that 50 is still being stubborn. Right, he's trying to
what
put
you're
aside.
thinking is he's the bigger one, he should be rare and he should
Yeah,
be
bigger. He
physically
is.
and mentally.
He's the dad.
Yeah.
Like
He should be
he's the father. That's what the father. You're the father.
But you see, some people might agree with me that the little son just seems.
Whoa, what'd you call it?
I mean, that came up and people.
Disrespect.
That's when your brain fire fast.
But hold on. How do you love 50 so much, but you disrespect his son?
No, I know. But
that's his twin.
Listen, what we come for do? Talk the things them, not true.
Okay.
Right?
Alright.
That's how we're leaving you to talk.
Yeah, man, we come start things them and I tell the truth. When I leave no stone unturned, on.
Well, moving on. We
we look for that, but move.
She never tried. She did. As you said, moving on.
Yes. Well, we've come to the end of the segment. But if you want to visit us individually, what's your handle?
One done _1 family.
So it's his birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the one and only _Jimmica1.
And I am CC Poetry _writing content.
And again, guys, as it's their birthday, meaning hers was last week, his is yesterday. Feel free to drop them a comment, a happy birthday, a follow. Go onto their PayPal accounts, drop them some chicky change. You're welcome. Go on their page. Scorpios.
Yes, and we shall see you next time on By Any Means.
What's goody, what's poppin'? This has been By Any Means. You've been listening with Zico Dunn, Jumake, CC Poetry, aka CC, and as I call her, Richie. We out.
We out, people.